you talking about? If I was going where the money was going, would I start talking about red pill? Like, bro, what is he talking about?
Sneako just crashed out on Walter from Fresh and Fit after Walter criticized him and drug his name in multiple interviews.
He had the world by the throat, say, you know what? Let's go over here, let's go over here. He could take it anywhere. Yeah. The problem is he doubled down on certain things, which is the juice, all that.
No, what, bro, fresh. Stop lying about me publicly on other podcasts.
So this argument of posting vlogs on X is, to me, lame. I'll tell you why.
But tell me.
Now, Sneako has really been on a comeback tour lately, carving out his own lane again, making creative content on X while still streaming pretty often and talking about topics that he wants to talk about, largely outside of the alpha male red pill space nowadays. But in a week span, Fresh talked about and criticized Sneako in multiple interviews, one from when Fresh and Fit sat down with no jumper, and the other in a video on his own channel, criticizing him, which I think is the funniest thing ever, considering that we all know that Fresh is the weakest link when it comes to Fresh and Fit.
And at least on some level as well, she understands that, like, at least she can actually acquire things quite easily.
I mean, dude really shouldn't have anything negative to say about any other content creator ever. And it's also really ironic because the biggest L that Sneako ever took publicly was in his beef with MoistCritical.
Wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. These are the only clips I'm watching, you were?
But he's a fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid here.
Which all started because Sneako was taking up for Walter after Charlie clowned him for a fake threesome story.
One of the most delusional things I've ever seen from a YouTube channel. It's one of the hosts that is telling a story that is completely made up.
All right, guys, so you heard my L's, marrying a single mom, getting left out in the cold, basically in the car, never came downstairs. But today we're gonna talk about my W in terms of having 3 women in one day.
Let me stop you right there. I already don't believe you.
But I'm Jew, welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Sneako is that, like, he had the world in his hands as well.
Yeah.
He had the world by the throat, say, you know what? Let's go over here, let's go over here. He could take it anywhere.
Yeah.
The problem is he saw a trail, which I spoke about, you know, this in person on our show, of money and different genres.
Yeah.
And I was like, Sneako, you're like a leaf in the wind. You're going here, here, everywhere. And no, bro, trust me, just stick to one.
I honestly think Fresh has a point here with the whole leaf in the wind analogy because we've seen Sneako be many different people over the course of his career. And I actually kind of recapped those stages in a video I did about Sneako's comeback a couple months ago. Sneako seems like somebody that's easily influenced by other people's ideologies that then becomes his whole personality. I think we've seen him completely transform and change who he is more than anybody else online. From creative, artistic, introspective Sneako.
The point is, don't take anything in life as inherently good or bad because you really don't know what the outcome will be.
To deeply insecure cuck Sneako.
Because this was, imagine seeing the girl you love, like,
get fucked.
Get fucked.
You love her?
The first time, as soon as I saw it, like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked out. I'm just like, I can't do that.
To red pill, mini Andrew Tate hateful Sneako.
Would you consider wearing a slutty outfit teasing a man?
Yeah. I guess so. It's not that ugly anyway, so who even—
All men end up ugly? Nah! This is why we need to body shame more. Look, bro! Come! Look at her! That shit doesn't make you mad?
To the red pill is over, it was all a grift Sneako.
And let's be honest, the red pill is dying. It's over. And I got in at the right time, hit the wave at the right time. You know, I was red pill raging when the red pill was blowing up, so it was perfect, you know, screaming at a camera, wake up! Wake up! And then now, like, okay, you know, live life now. Can't be screaming at a camera about Satan every single day.
To the religious and hyper-political divisive Sneako.
And I actually think it's a victim mentality. I think it's a lot of it is a victim mentality from the whites, the same way that black people have a victim mentality. White people, when it comes to this white identity, white separatism thing, they're like, oh, we're getting decimated, we're this, but the solution to this problem is not going out and rioting, looting, and, you know, just saying on Twitter. That anger is being redirected in the wrong places. That anger should be redirected into having 10 children and to having a big family, you know, having a strong household that's away from all the programming that's away from the LGBTQ agenda. That anger should be building a community, building a farm, being self-sustainable. The way he's saying I'm a leaf in the wind, the way I see it is like, I literally can't be the person to repeat the same talking points for 5 years straight. I can't do it. I would go insane. That's how he approaches it. He's like, this is a business. I'm going to say these things, talk about simping, and this is my thing. If I talked about simping 5 times a week for multiple years, I would lose my fucking mind. The reason I got into content creation is to be creative and is to make something cool. Approaching it like these are the talking points that I'm going to turns it into a job, and that's exactly why I didn't get a job. I didn't want to be the robot plugging in the same fucking thing. Yeah, I make vlogs. Yeah, I stream. Yes, I talk about relationships. Yes, I talk about religion. I talk about everything because that's what I'm interested in everything.
But I also really relate to Sneako too about not wanting to talk about the same thing over and over and over again, because that gets really boring and monotonous, which is why I try to talk about different things that I'm interested in on my channel as well, because it just breaks up the monotony and makes it fun to mix up the content.
But again, where's the money going? He's going.
And also, that's just a fucking lie, Fresh.
Fresh might have another point here, because Sneako kind of admitted to grifting when it came to the whole red pill wave.
If I was going where the money was going, then why the fuck would I talk about the Jews like you're saying? What the fuck are you talking about? If I was going where the money was going, would I start talking about red pill? Like, bro, what is he talking about? My friend's going on the jumper and saying that I go where the money goes. Why am I vlogging for free on X, Fresh? 101 vlogs in a row for free. What the fuck are you talking? Right after Flacco says, yo, these vlogs are amazing, that I make no money for, Fresh like, he goes where the money goes. Where's my check?
Yeah, I knew Fresh and Fit were demonetized on like every platform except for, I guess, Rumble, but I didn't know Sneako wasn't making any money off the content that he's making on X. It's really dope creative content, even if you don't agree with everything he's saying, just the effort and time and creativity that he's putting into those videos, you can really feel. But I guess that's the repercussions for being banned on all these platforms in the first place. I actually think Fresh and Fit are still banned on X and just about everywhere else too. So again, Walter criticizing Sneako for being banned is kind of crazy.
Those two things got him a strike.
But I don't even think you can get strikes for those things.
No, he's not bannable anymore.
That, right?
No. His account should be reinstated.
No.
Fact, I
but
agree.
hold on. It could have been. And this is where, like, I do shit behind the scenes that people don't know.
Yeah.
Again, with the CIA agent, Fresh, Mossad Fresh, behind the scenes.
Or high up. Yeah, YouTube, Rumble, all this shit, right? And I know what can happen if you move a certain way.
Yeah.
The problem is, he doubled down on certain things, which is the Jew shit, all that shit.
No, what, bro, Fresh. Stop lying about me publicly on other podcasts. That's not why I was banned on any platform. When we were in the UK, when we went to Romania, I wasn't even talking about Israel then, really. This is the fucked up thing, Fresh. I'm trying to get unbanned, and you're just doing bad PR for me. You're painting me as if I'm an anti-Semite. Like, everyone here at Adam22 is like, Adam22 is saying, yeah, those are not part of the policies anymore. Myron's like, he should be reinstated. Fresh is like, he is an anti-Semite. Okay, so do you actually want me to be unbanned or no? Because all you're doing is more damage.
It's hilarious that Fresh and Fit, who are banned everywhere, are now talking about and criticizing Sneako for being banned everywhere. It's like the Spider-Man meme.
He doubled down on certain things, which is the Jew shit, all that shit. And look, listen, bro.
Yeah, Chad, this was before EA24 as well.
You got a choice to make here. Either you're gonna be big, make money, or not.
And also, how's Fresh sitting there talking about anybody else being banned for talking about certain topics when his partner to the left of him talks nonstop about Jewish people, black people, and every other controversial topic he can, which also is the reason they're banned on every platform. It's crazy.
He chose that path.
Yeah, right. Okay, he thinks that I'm just in this for money. Fresh, you know how much I can make from gambling right now? I can make $30,000 an hour if I gamble right now. I don't need to be talking about this stuff. If I was just chasing the money like Fresh is saying, why am I not gambling right now? It's not even like I was just offered this 2 years ago. Right now I could do it. Literally right now. And I'm not doing it. $30K a year, an hour, which it ends up being like if I'm really consistent and I grind, I can make up to $15 million a year. If I put in some good hours, I can make $15 million a year to spin slots and click fruit. Damn, that just pissed me off, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And then Fresh brought Sneako up again in a podcast or interview on his own channel, where he then kind of reacted to Sneako reacting to his initial criticism of him on the No Jumper podcast, and just elaborated his thoughts and feelings on Sneako.
I have a quote I give Sneako all the time because I think he is moving in different directions at all times. Now, it's not a bad thing as creator to make content. I get that part.
Yeah, dude, Fresh, that's why I'm a better content creator than you. Because you only know how to do one thing, sit on a podcast, that's it.
And he's not even good at that.
That's just facts. This is not beef or whatever. I'm able to make vlogs. I can do podcasts. I can stream. I can do IRLs. I can interact with different people. You sit there on the podcast and then say simping in cars all day. That's what you do. So you think I'm a grifter because I'm good at all content and you're not? Because you just sit on the, even this, you're not, this isn't good.
That's facts. Sneako is actually one of the most creative and versatile content creators out there. Just when it comes to making videos, he can make YouTube videos with the best of them. He streams really well. He does have a good interview style. Like if he didn't fall down the whole red pill rabbit hole and get radicalized by people like Nick Fuentes, I think Sneako would be bigger and more mainstream right now than a lot of other content creators.
The audio shit, it's slow, the lighting is bad, the setup is weird. Do you think that grifting is being able to be more than just a one-trick pony? Is anything I'm saying wrong?
I actually said those same things about Fresh doing content on his own outside of Fresh and Fit. I didn't think it was really good content. I didn't think he would make it on his own because he doesn't have the personality or charisma to really carry a conversation, let alone a podcast. And I said the same thing about the setup and quality of the videos that Sneako just did. There's a thing called it factor, and some people just naturally have it and some people don't. And Walter does not have it. He just really comes off as a boring, unengaging person.
There's an element of luck in everything.
No, so what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have this girl who's a 9 or a 10. Let's call her Jennifer. Jennifer slept with...
Real quick.
What happened?
There is elements of luck to everything.
Combine that with the clear downgrade in production and branding quality from the visuals to the sound, and then add in that Walter is talking about the exact same topics with the exact same guests from the Fresh and Fit podcast. I just don't think Fresh is going to see huge success from his solo venture.
The problem is, ideology is rooted in something. You go from this ideology to that ideology, it becomes kind of weird. That's all the time. You know what, bro? I think you're a leaf in the wind. My opinion, I could be wrong, but I think I'm right.
Well, what exactly does that mean, leaf in the wind?
So,
you see how shit the audio is?
As the wind blows, leaves go up, down, left, right, all over.
So you're saying he's a politician and he flip-flops?
Until they eventually fall to the ground.
That's a bad explanation. That analogy is meant to somebody that just goes from one thing to the next without really committing to anything too strongly. Which I mentioned earlier, Sneako has gone through a bunch of different phases or evolutions on camera, which definitely gives the impression of him just bouncing around from thing to thing to thing without really being committed to anything.
That's the analogy I give for Sneako. And listen, call me a hater.
I'm extremely successful still. Like you're acting like he's like, oh, the sad case of this loser failed thing. Fresh, if you try to do solo, let's be fucking real. Since you want to talk shit, Fresh, try to do something solo. Do solo content. See how far you fucking go.
He's doing it right now. It's not good.
You have YouTube. I don't have YouTube. What can you do? In every aspect, let's be objective. This is not dick sucking. I'm a better content creator than Fresh. Does he not get that at all? Is that not obvious to everyone, or am I fucking losing my mind?
I think I'm telling you the truth. You want me to lie to you? You want me to sit here and be like, oh, bro, yeah, keep doing that shit.
I'm not hating, but just stop lying, Fresh. Stop lying. I'm a leaf that fell on the ground. Jay, am I overreacting? You're saying like, don't look back. Am I supposed to just like, oh, well, this is what he believes? Bro, he's doing Abba and Preach. He's being Abba and Preach right now. A guy that I defended for MoistCritical, all these, I took beefs defending this fucking guy.
Yeah, lost beefs. Like I said earlier, I think the first time Sneako really looked bad was in his beef with MoistCritical.
It's gonna ruin your career. No. I'm gonna say as a friend, listen, bro, this is what it is. And what happened is we did a podcast.
Then, as a friend, shut up and say it privately. Not on podcasts, on major podcasts when I'm trying to get unbanned where you're lying and saying I got banned for anti-Semitism. What type of friendship is that?
Mm-hmm. On my show,
okay,
spoke about it. People said, oh, bro, Fresh is hating, da-da. You know what happened 2 months later? No, 3 months later? Fresh was right. Duh. I mean, it's common sense. It get common sense, gang.
Again, all of this is really weird and super hypocritical because he's talking all of this and criticizing Sneako for the same thing he really needs to be talking about his business partner and criticizing Marvin for, because they're banned on everything because of Marvin's stances and points of views.
But again, I'm harsh because I tell him the truth. Really?
Am I a hater? You know you can't spell the word truth without the word hurt.
Ooh.
So here's the point: when you actually when you actually tell people the truth,
Don DeMarco, it really wasn't that deep. That's like something I tell my kids.
Yeah, see, like I literally can't. That's how. What is this podcast? If he's working behind the scenes so much, the audio, you'd be able to hear the fucking audio. If the CIA agents and the FBI people that he's behind the scenes networking with, they couldn't tell him that his audio, there's noise suppression on OBS?
Yeah, the quality of everything that Fresh does without Marvin is shit.
So this argument of posting vlogs on X is, to me, lame. I'll tell you why.
But tell me.
Just because you're posting on X for free, which you're not, you get paid, roughly.
Probably like
not much at all, but to be fair, it's
7-year cycle stuff.
I think it's great. Listen, he's a hard worker. He
No,
works really hard.
No.
I can't take that away from him.
And by the way, let me just say this: Sneako will work.
Yes.
He will be the first guy up in the morning telling other people to go to work. He's a hard worker.
Here's the issue, right? You can work hard, but working smart is better. Listen, the vlogs being posted on X is great for exposure. I will admit that. But here's the issue, right? Look at Sneako back in his prime. He had the youth.
Hey, dumbass, you just said that everything I do is for money. How are you getting past that point? 101 days in a row, I didn't make money from putting all the energy into that.
I just can't stop laughing about all of this criticism coming from Walter, who can barely string together coherent sentences.
He's like 27 years old. What could his prime
his
be?
prime time on YouTube and being a creator.
Okay.
And I just keep it real, man, because like, dude, Sneako could have been, and can still be.
What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Make an argument. Say a sentence.
At the end of the day, Fresh and Fit being banned and then criticizing Sneako for being banned is hypocritical and stupid. Fresh, of all people, barely contributes to his own show with Fresh and Fit, so he really has no room to talk about Sneako, who's doing things his way under his own steam and making good content at that. I think Sneako has every right to feel a way about Fresh, who keeps criticizing him and talking about him in public, especially if they're supposed to be friends. But I really don't think any of these content creators are real friends like they say they are, other than probably like the phases and AMPs. But y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.